So now we got Mica Galvao. He joins the Brazilian army. Salute. He said, I entered for a mission. I thought that was him. That's not him. Mica Galvao has officially joined the Brazilian army. Congrats. Galvao, let's say his first name, Mica, is coming off one of the most decorated competitive years in modern BJJ history. He captured titles across major events and has made it known that he's eyeing both a transition to MMA and a potential Olympic wrestling run. He can maybe get in on the Greco, but the issue with Greco, he's not gonna get in the freestyle. The issue with Greco is that I'm not sure if you gotta qualify the weight. Oh, you do gotta qualify that weight. So to qualify a weight, you gotta compete internationally. And I assure you, he don't have the skill. He don't have the skill or strength to beat, these Eastern European Greco-Roman wrestlers that have been doing it since his age, that are as good as him, but been doing it since, 4 years old. He ain't going to beat those guys. He ain't going to beat the guys from Dagestan. He can maybe make the team, but it doesn't mean, just because you make the Olympic team doesn't mean you can make the Olympics. Isn't that crazy? Let's see. Despite his already packed schedule, Galvao recently signed a 2-year contract with Flow Grappling. I wonder how much money that was for. What do you guys think? How much money do you think Mica's getting, guys? Where he remains the reigning Who's Number 1 welterweight champion. He's also prepared to take part in the middleweight Grand Prix at BJJ Stars 15, an event that could potentially set up a super fight with Jonatas Gracie for the Who's Number 1 middleweight crown. I think he can beat. I like Jonatas, but I think he can beat Jonatas. I want to see Tynan rematch. Come on, guys. Let's get the Mica versus Tynan rematch. Don't you guys want to see that? Yo, people gonna pay to watch that, man. Now, alongside training and competition, he will be serving his country in uniform. Here is what Galvao has to share via social media, translated from Portuguese. Attention, gentlemen. Allow me to introduce myself, Sergeant Michael Galvao of the Brazilian Army, introducing himself. I entered through a public selection process like any other citizen athlete who dreams of serving the country. I presented my qualifications, underwent medical exams, physical tests, social investigation, and an introductory course on military life. I did not enter for the money. Nobody enters the military for the money. Well, if you're poor, but I entered for a mission. I have always represented Brazil on the mats. Now I represent it in uniform. From now on, whenever my competitive calendar allows, I will make myself available to participate in the real missions that the Army carries out with excellence, whether supporting communities, solidarity missions, or whenever the Brazilian people need it. I want to do more, to truly serve, because Brazil is my team, and now it's also my mission. I got a feeling Mica wants to go into politics. He kind of reminds me of a politician, guys. Anyway, that's him. And then where's his uniform at? That's his uniform right now. Shout out to Gabrielle. You guys know Gabrielle? I believe she serves. Will it come up? There we go. That's her. We got her. So she actually serves. Here she is in her uniform. Is that Air Force? Can we translate this? I won't translate. I can't read Portuguese. So that's her in her uniform. So she actually was serving before Mica. So, we've had some athletes that have gone over. And I didn't really know about this program, but we have something similar here in America. Did you guys know about this? Did you guys know we have a similar program in America? So it's called the Army WCAP, World Class Athletic Program. And so basically you can have people serving, essentially soldiers. They can apply to, if you're an Olympic athlete, if you're competing in an Olympic sport, you can try to apply for this program.
The WCAP program is actually called the World Class Athlete Program. It's a program that the Army established that's managed by the Installation Management Command. It affords soldiers the opportunity to train for and compete in the Summer and Winter Olympic Games. We also have soldiers that compete in the Paralympic Games. The Army's provided great support, and in turn, these soldiers support the Army by going out and participating in what's called TARE, Total Army Involvement in recruiting missions around the nations. They also support a program called TSET, Total Soldier Enhancement Training. They also support the Army combatives. These soldiers give back to the Army in various ways as soldiers and have very successful military careers.
Awesome. Let me see. I want to see some of the training. Let's see what they got. Fort Gordon, Georgia. I'm in Georgia, but not Fort Gordon. Hey, that music gonna get me, guys. I'm going to take that off. That music definitely gonna get me. So that's pretty interesting. You know, you can serve and be a high level athlete. I believe they had 5 people or something that went into this last Olympics for the summer. Okay, so that boxing, pentathlon, rugby, shooting, taekwondo. Oh, cool. Who's wrestling? I remember that guy. Yeah, who was in wrestling? Was it Greco? Oh, they had a few people. They got Shion Lewis, wrestling coach. They had a whole wrestling team. The world-class athlete program wrestling team consists of elite soldier athletes representing the U.S. Army and Team USA with professionalism and dedication on and off the mat, competing nationally and internationally. The team is renowned for producing some of the best wrestlers in the country, embodying the values of excellence, tradition, and service. If you are looking for a team that showcases the best of American athletics and military service, look no further than the U.S. Army WCAP wrestling team. So that's pretty cool. Talking about professionalism, USA Wrestling. IBJJF isn't a real federation, guys. It's a private organization. So let's see. Oh, they actually had a lot of Greco-Roman wrestlers. Okay. Where are freestyle wrestlers at? Okay. Brenda Reed. I saw her. She was, I think she did the night of, did she do the night of Flow Wrestling, Night of Wrestling? I think she did that. Sienna Ramirez. Oh, I've seen her before. She represents, she's American, but she represents, I think she represents Nigeria. Okay. A lot. Oh, Kamal Bey. He's in the. I didn't know. He is in the Army. I forgot about that. So yeah, I think he's the only one that did the. He didn't qualify, guys. We talked about qualifying your sport. He didn't qualify. So he does 77 kilograms Greco-Roman. He's in the culinary specialist. My man be cooking. I talked about Mica wanting to do maybe Greco or something. All right, but look, guys like this. Kamal Bey started wrestling when he was 3 years old. His father signed him up for a local kids club, and from then on, he loved the sport. He chose wrestling because it felt the most fulfilling, and he loves the feel of actual work. Through wrestling, Bey feels he has always been pushed and progressed as an individual, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So I don't think Mica, you guys think Mica can make the Olympic team in wrestling or something? Because I don't think he can, bro. Unless he got some striking or something, taekwondo. He ain't going to make it in judo. He ain't going to make it in wrestling. And even if he did make the teams, I don't think he can qualify when he goes and faces international competition. Maybe he can if he can just compete in like South America, maybe. But once you hit Europe, bro, and Japan, listen, Japan, you think Mica is going to beat somebody in Japan? And what weight class is he going to do? 74? Bro, 74 kilograms is that's one of the hardest weight classes. What are you gonna do with 74 kilograms, bro? You gonna have to fight Kyle Dake. You gonna have to fight Japanese bros. You gotta fight the Eastern European bloc, bro. Listen, it ain't no way, bro. These guys been training since they 3 years old, bro. They've been wrestling like Mika's been doing jiu-jitsu.